Hi, I'm Beverly Goodman, Assistant Managing Editor for Barron's, and I'm here with Beth MacLean of PIMCO. She is a Portfolio Manager and Head of Bank Loan Strategies. We're here at the Barron's Top Women Advisor Conference to talk about women in the fund industry. Morningstar recently released a survey showing a real dearth of fund managers, and in the U.S., less than 10% of all funds are managed by women. Let's start with the basics. Why is this a problem?
Well, I think it's a problem because we've seen a lot of increased research in recent years about cognitive diversity and the importance for businesses overall, but also better investment performance when there is diversity of leadership and, in fact, leadership of funds by women. So I think for investors, it is important to have more women involved in the business to get those better results.
So it's important for investors, it's important for the fund companies themselves, and of course women looking to get into the profession?
Absolutely. I mean, I have a daughter, a lot of us have daughters. We're half the population, right? So opening up opportunities in these more traditionally male-dominated businesses, I think is important for our entire society, but also leads to better results.
Are there areas that are particularly problematic? The Morningstar study also referenced that women tend to manage less, either smaller funds or sort of more niche funds.
Well, I think, for my part, I manage our bank loan fund, which is a credit strategy, but it is a smaller credit strategy. But I think again, if you look at the results, in these funds, we're really taking a long-term view, and I think women tend to think longer term about risk versus thinking about, immediate gratification. So I think we'll start to see more diversity of management as we increase the ranks, but first we have to increase the ranks.
So how do we do that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I was at this leveraged finance conference just down the road earlier this week, and at dinner I surveyed the room, and I thought it probably wasn't even 10% women in the room, and that would have included portfolio managers, analysts, and sales and trading people. But I also noticed that there were kind of veterans like me and young women, and not many in their mid-career. And I think that's one of the areas that we really have to focus on. So at PIMCO, we have a pretty serious inclusion and diversity initiative, including PIMCO Women, which is our organization to try to help attract, retain, and develop women in our own business, right? So I think that kind of focus and focusing on that mid-career level is important. So in addition to mentoring programs and trying to attract more people, more women into the business, we've also worked on more flexible work time, better leave programs, and again, mentoring and support for that mid-career level, because I do think that retention in that area is going to be important if we're going to improve these numbers long term.
And are you seeing results either at PIMCO or throughout the industry?
I mean, I think results are going to be very long term, but yes, I think we are starting to see better. We've gotten great feedback on our PIMCO parenting initiatives, trying to again help support and keep women in that mid-career point. But I think, listen, it's going to be a long effort because we have to start bringing people in. The numbers aren't moving very quickly, and so I think we have to be, fairly patient and let these programs work. But I think the good news is, PIMCO has taken a very strong initiative. We're starting to see from other asset managers similar programs developing. So I think with many people in the industry focused here, it will make some inroads. But again, I think realistically, we need to be patient because it's going to take some time.
Well, Beth, thank you very much. And for more on this topic, you can see my column, including more thoughts from Beth, in this week's Barron's.